So for sanding form for my rails and stiles, the bondo piece here, again, I put it in a mold here. I had caps on the end at one point. Put a plastic freezer bag in there, poured the bondo, took a 2x4, cut it actually to ripped it down so I could pop it and push it in hard. Didn't work. Okay, it's just not gonna ever conform. I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's just not gonna work, because the problem is, if you look here at the end, see those gaps? They're not even close. But if you put sandpaper in there, even if you were exactly shaped to it, you're still going to have that sandpaper form. This is fixed, rigid, hard, doesn't give. So at Walmart, I saw one of these pool float things. Cut off the end. It was less than $5 for one of these big round. It was a super big one, not the small one. Take your piece, put it on the, draw a little line there. Then I kind of extrapolate out the line. Here, cut it on a bandsaw. And it's not exact. There's the profile in there, but it's not exact, but it still worked great. I mean, because it compresses to the form, the sandpaper, because this is compressible, you can push it into it, and it got full width sanding on this. Let me see if I can get it in there. Yeah. Okay. So when you push it down in there, you got sandpaper in there, you can push it against it, compresses. That's what you need. Bondo, stiff, rigid, doesn't work. You can't compress to the form. This one, you put sandpaper in there, compress it down real hard, and just rub it back and forth with the sandpaper. Again, I took a little trial and error to get the piece to fit in my hand. I mean, this is the first piece I cut, just to get it so it was about right width to go up and down the stiles and rails. But that saved a lot of time. And it did get full thickness sanding. You can look at the sandpaper and you can see the bondo barely touches a couple ridges, whereas this touched the entire thing. So again, get your little pool float, just outline your edge, your profile. It doesn't have to be exact. And extrapolate, cut it off. I'd resaw it, set the bandsaw really high. Worked much better because it compresses to the form, which makes sense. I mean, if you're going to have little imperfections in your board too, you got something that's set like this, it's not going to conform to those imperfections. And plus, you've always got the distance of the sandpaper. That's the biggest problem I saw, is the width of the sandpaper is going to be different than the plastic that you set in the form, so it's not going to conform right to it, and it's not going to give or bend. You need something compressible.